Today I'm making a glowing dragon eye. I'll draw my eye nice and big with a paint stick. I'm going to start by drawing a curved rainbow line near the top of my paper, and notice how the line kind of curls up at each end. Now I'll draw a similar line but the opposite way, like a smile, underneath and connected to my first line. I'll draw a similar rainbow line underneath my first one to represent an eyelid. Two curved lines will be the iris of the eye, the colored part. And one skinny oval will be the pupil, the black part of the eye, and I'll color that in. When I'm satisfied with how my eye looks, I will flip my paper over and write my name on the back. Now I'm done with my paint stick, so I'll put the cap on and move on to my palette of fluorescent tempera paint. This paint works best when my paintbrush is as dry as possible, so I'm keeping my washcloth handy to always dry off my brush really well after I wash it in the water. And of course, I'm washing my brush in the water every time I pick a new color of paint from the palette. Now notice I'm starting by painting the middle of the eye, the iris. This is important because I'll need the paint there to be a little bit dry by the end. So paint the middle of the eye first. Now I'm painting the sclera of the eye, that's the white part in humans, but your dragon's sclera can be any color you want. Then I'll move on to painting the eyelid. Now that my dragon's eye is painted, I'm going to paint some scales around it. I'm making short brush strokes all around the eye. And these brush strokes will continue on to the very edge of the paper. Now I'm using multiple colors. Last but not least, I'll return to the middle of my dragon eye, the part I painted first, and add a finishing touch. I'm painting 2 circles of white paint to represent light reflecting on the eye. And when all of our dragon eyes are finished, they're going to be a perfect addition to a glow gallery.